Hello, I don't know if you can hear me, it's a bit windy, but as you can see, I'm on my bike. This is my bike, honestly, I do actually own one. I haven't been on it for, I don't know, 3 years, something like that. So I got it out of the garage earlier today, dusted it off, and noticed that the front brake was quite tight. So me being the expert in bikes, thought, oh, see if I can loosen that. So played around, undid some bolts, loosened up, opened up the little bit that squeezes the disc brakes. See, I know all the technical terms. And some fluid started coming out. And guess what? Turns out that the brake, the front brake, which is the one I need the most, is a hydraulic brake, which I had no idea about. I don't know much about bikes. I'm really not an expert in bikes. I really don't know anything. And so now, front brake doesn't work. I have physio in Bath at 5:30. I don't know what the time is now, but I left late, and I know I'm definitely going to be late. There's no way I can cycle. It's 12 miles along this route. There's no way I can cycle 12 miles in what would have been, I think I had 45 minutes when I left. So driving would have been a challenge. So I'm going to be late. I don't know how late. I just got to try and reduce the lateness as much as possible. But at the same time, I wanted to go on the bike because I'm struggling to run at the moment. But look at the view. So I ran on Friday. So last Tuesday I had did a hill session, had my COVID jab, and I didn't feel too bad. I had a sore arm. I felt a bit rough the next day, and that's where you saw my last vlog, where I lost my drone. And the next after that, I pretty much felt okay. So I was really lucky this time. And then on the Friday, I went out quite late in the evening, about 9 o'clock, on quite tired legs, and I ran 6.5 miles. Started off quite easy, and I picked the pace up, and I finished a bit quicker. So I ran like I think it was an ultimate mile was 6:40, then I ran a 6:33, I think. So I kind of picked up the pace quite a bit. But in the last 2 miles, my right calf, not my left one, not the one where I've got the ankle twist, my right calf started to sort of tighten up and feel quite sore. I mean, I had to carry on. I was running, and I should have eased off, but the trouble is I was recording the run on Strava and I wanted it to look a bit better, you know, so I carried on, and it was quite sore at the end. It felt a bit like it felt like a little micro tear, because I tore my calf already. This is the same calf I tore, and it feels a bit, it felt the sensation I had was like a minor version of that, and it's really annoying. So I mean, I wasn't going to run the next day anyway, and I was considering doing an even longer run on Sunday, like a long slow run, like an hour or so. I wasn't able to in the end because some other emergency stuff happened. Long story, but ended up in hospital. Not me, someone else, and they sprained their ankle really badly and they can't walk. And so I didn't do anything on Sunday. I was going to swim instead, but I haven't run since then. But yesterday I did. I'm working from home at the moment, so I paid and I went swimming in my local. Oh, I'm going to have to swap hands. I've got a break of I've got a break of my left hand because I've only got my back brake. I mean, to open this gate. It's alright, take your time. Right. It's alright. Okay. I know I'm late, but there's always time to let a runner through. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I've only got my back brake. No, that's not what I was saying. Oh yeah, I swam yesterday in the morning. Went and did an 8 o'clock session, and luckily in my local pool it's an hour long, the session. So I did, I think it was 2.1k, which I was quite pleased about. It was 90 lengths. So no, 2.2k, yeah. So this is the Two Tunnels cycle track. One of the vlogs I did a while ago, when I had my first COVID, I actually recorded it from just up here. I'll show you the view in a second. We're going over the aqueduct, no, sorry, the viaduct, which is where the trains used to go across. So this is it here. Actually no, it's not this one. I got that completely wrong. This is Midford. We haven't got to there yet. We'll get there in a minute. Scrap that. Yeah, this is Midford. This is the old railway station. That's the remains of it. Some volunteers have sort of restored it slightly. But the cycle track I'm on used to be a railway line. It was a single carriageway, and this one goes all the way to Bath. So shortly, after we go over the viaduct, we'll be going through two tunnels, which is why it's called Two Tunnels. One of them is the Devonshire, which is a mile long. I'll film a little bit of it, but I don't think you'll be able to see much. And the other one's about 400 metres long. We're just coming up to that viaduct I was talking about a minute ago. So this is where I filmed the other vlog, when I had my first jab. But I'm feeling a bit fitter today, so it's better. Right, here it is here. Let's see if you can see the water down below. I can't remember what the name of the place is, but it's really pretty, especially when you go down the bottom. You can see those arches. Okay, yeah, so cycling's not my thing, but I can't just do swimming, and I wanted something that's close to running but without having to have the impact. So it's lovely around here. There's loads of nice views like that all over. So I thought I'd cycle to physio and back, so it's 12 miles there, 12 miles back. So I probably had a little bit on if I feel up to it at the end and I have time. On the way home this is, because at the moment I'm late. Right, we're just coming up to the Devonshire tunnel. This is the first tunnel. It's a mile long actually, it's the longest tunnel in Europe. Or longest on traffic. Oh, I can tell how much colder it is. Right, let's go through and see if you can see anything. Probably not though. Yeah, it's pretty dark. I don't even know if you can see me. I need to get my light out actually. I don't know if you can hear that. So I got my phone out. Oh, you're wonderful. They got these art installations in here and it plays music. So it sort of makes you feel a bit more comfortable, because you're going through quite a long dark tunnel. There's enough light to see, but it's not that light. I really want to record a virtual run along here. As you can imagine, it would look really cool. The trouble is, it's just too dark in those tunnels. I mean, in that tunnel there, you're talking at least 7 minutes of running, and it's just basically pitch black. My DJI Pocket can kind of pick it up, but it's not great. So I need to try and think of some idea, maybe some sort of really bright torch on a quiet day when there's not many people. Anyway, I'm just going to crack on, and I'll speak to you after my physio.
If I was smart, I'd find you a star, and we could be in love, lighting up the dark. But there's nothing I can do, I can never get to you. So I'm looking for a miracle, like it's somebody be so beautiful, yeah. It's only a dream, it's how I feel, that you deserve better than me.
Here's what I'm going to eat super often. Okay, that's physio done. I was about 15 minutes late in the end, so I'm on my way home now. I gotta get home, I'll get my son to bed. There's a tunnel, tiny little tunnel. Not quite as impressive as the other ones, but at least it's short enough that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel when you enter it. So right, I'm just back in Midford again. It's a bit darker now. It's about 6:45. Just coming up to that train station you saw on the way in. So I feel quite tired. Don't know if it's because I stopped or because I had physio, but my legs feel really tired. I've got about another 10 miles to cycle, so it's going to keep it steady, but I can't take too long. There's that station again. It should look a bit smoother this time because I've got stabilisation on. Forgot to switch it on last time. Look, Mum, no hands. I haven't cycled no-handed for ages. I haven't cycled for ages. It's quite nice to be on the bike, but my legs just don't like it. And the trouble is, I'm in a rush, so if I had all the time in the world, I'd just be bimbling and enjoying it. But this is kind of flat, and my legs are really struggling. It's my quads. It's up in here, it's really hurting. I think from, see, the bit I've just done so far, it feels like it was uphill the whole way. But I think this next section should be mostly downhill, because it felt like it was mostly uphill on the way. Let's see. Okay, here's the gate. So this is where Sustrain's cycle track ends, and this is the private bit. This takes you to Wellow, which is a lovely little village. I guess locked. But used to have a station as well, actually. When the Somerset and Dorset was running, it went through Wellow and then through Shoshcombe. I cycled through Wellow and Shoshcombe on the way here, and then through Radstock, Midsummer Norton, and I'm heading between the two of those. So you can see all the rocks. I don't know if you can see that, all those rocks there. When they built this cycleway, no, when they built the track, they had to dig all that out. They had to, I guess, use dynamite maybe? I don't know. Yeah, my legs feel really tired now. I'm actually really struggling to cycle. And I've only done a couple of miles. Maybe I just need a few more miles to get into it. Or maybe I'm going into higher gear. There's one thing for sure, my quads are going to hurt tomorrow. I am planning to run, but I don't know, running is more important than cycling. I mean, if I can choose between running and cycling, running's obviously the winner, as long as my legs are okay. I'm only cycling today because I just wanted to do something with no impact, and something a bit different, just to sort of work on different muscle groups, because cycling does work your quads and I guess hamstrings a little bit more. And my calves, I'm hardly doing any work at all. I think it's partly because these pedals are designed for cleats, and I don't have any cleats. I've just got trainers on. So instead of putting my foot there at the front, I'm putting my foot at the back. So obviously that's not engaging the calf as much that way. I don't know, I'm not an expert on cycling. This is the first sort of fitness type cycle ride I've done for years, 3 or 4, 5 years. So I've got 5 weeks left before this 10k, and I'm just trying to do this week and next week, trying to build a bit of endurance through running, cycling, swimming. I might try and do a fartlek tomorrow or Friday if my legs feel up to it, but actually what I would rather focus on is on Sunday try and do a long run. And by long run at the moment that will be about 8 miles off-road, so about an hour of running. Oh, I've got some dust in my eye. This is downhill, but it feels like uphill. My legs are really tired. Lovely day though today. It's been like that all day. It's been a few clouds, but it's mostly been blue sky. Just a bit windy. Well, I've been stuck in the house working all day, so yeah, my legs are really tired. There's a nice field ahead. I'll just show you that, and then I'm going to carry on for a few miles before I talk to you again. Beautiful scenery around here. I keep saying this, but I'm very lucky to live here, to be able to see all this and to cycle or run or whatever around here. It's lovely, especially on a sunny evening like this. Peaceful, it's warm, my legs are hurting. Oh, you get a better version of that view in a minute. So I worked out that this is 24 miles and it's roughly equal to about 5 or 6 miles of running. Not for me, it's not. This feels harder than 5 or 6 miles of running and I haven't even finished. Must be the wind. That's the thing of runners, you see. We're a friendly bunch. Okay, I've got about 3 miles left to go. My legs are dead. I'm going uphill now anyway. But it's not too far to go. So I'm just going to get to the top of this hill and end the video. There's one more hill to go, a bit further on, and then I'm home basically. Oh, that felt so hard. It shouldn't feel that hard. I think it's just muscles I'm not used to using. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I will. Oh, this feels really dangerous. Okay. Thanks for watching. It's a bit windy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.